So, quick update on ApeCoin. It looks like we've had that bullish breakout we were talking about. So, yesterday's video, I said I would be looking for a breakout of the zero point 0.5 Fibonacci, approximately at 1280. I said once we break above it, put in a 4-hourly close, I would personally be looking to get into the market. So, I'm currently getting in on ApeCoin. I think we're looking good right now. We've had a market reversal like we highlighted before. We had a very clear uptrend where we had higher lows and higher highs. Then we initiated this downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. And we're finally starting to shift it. So, I mean, there's not really a trend line I can draw down here because the uptrends here are very, very minor. And I think it'd be kind of degenerative to draw something like that where we've only really got these 3 little touch points down here. But nonetheless, if we're drawing this on like a non-linear line, you can see that we do have some uptrend like this. Looking good. I mean, like I said, I was really waiting for this red box to break. You can now see the 4-hourly EMA ribbons have fired a long. The last time, well, I mean, you know, these EMA ribbons would have fired long somewhere approximately in this vicinity at 12 before we went up to almost 16. Nonetheless, it doesn't show up too much on the chart as this ApeCoin is still fairly new. But yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing. We've got a macro low down here, we've got a macro low here, and now it looks like we are putting in this kind of rounding bottom formation where we have another higher macro low. So looks like the short-term downtrend is invalidated. I would very much argue that, you know, we are going to keep on pushing up, but in the lower time frames, there is still a possibility we could have a throwback. So from the past impulse, I'm always using the wrong tool. So from as this is on the 4-hour and it's not been going out for too much, I'd probably draw it like this. So yeah, I mean, once again, lovely convergence here with the 786 Fibonacci and this resistance trend line of the head and shoulders. So yeah, I mean, it is possible we could have a throwback. It's not, you know, I'm not personally betting on it. But if we do come over to both the money flow indicator and the RSI, they are both quite heavily overextended right now. And it's not the end of the world. I would like to point out, you know, we have topped on the RSI and the MFI before. All that means on the 4-hour is we're going to have a brief flush out, reset the momentum, and then, you know, push up. And then by the time we come up for our next high, we will have, you know, more room to push up to the upside. So in the very short term, I do think it's likely, as we have the 786 Fibonacci down here and the 618 in this red box. Like I said, I wouldn't personally be betting on it because I think the uptrend has started. But if you want my short-term opinion, I think a pullback to 1280 is a good region to buy. A pullback to 1236, I mean, any of these dips are for buying in my opinion. And, you know, worst case scenario, I mean, this is on the 4-hourly anyway, so if we take like 8 hours to get down here, if we come down to 1234, all we'll be doing is retesting this previous resistance or support, and we'll be flipping the 4-hourly EMA ribbons, or we've already flipped them. We'll just be coming back to backtest the short-term moving average at 1240. So that's all I've got for ApeCoin. Bulls are clearly in control. Massive uptrend. The last time we saw candle spikes like this, it was in approximately this region, and once again, I mean, this is like a part where the data hasn't loaded in, but the momentum really would have started to curve up at this point. It's just because these momentum indicators haven't been out for too long, because ApeCoin hasn't been out for too long. But the last time we did this, the last time we had a huge momentum shift from the bottom to the local top, 54% within, you know, a couple of days or so. From the local bottom to where we are now, we're only up 27%. So look, I mean, you can see the last time we did this, we had a big impulse, came down, back tested, eyeballing this, it looks like the 786 fib. Yeah, 786 fib. And yeah, I mean, like I said, your 786 is down here, 1235. I don't see us going lower than 1235 for ApeCoin. If we come back to 1235, I'll probably accumulate even more ApeCoin than I have already. So that's all I see for Ape. Looking good, bulls are back in control. But yeah, short term, definitely could see a, you know, small, very small pullback. But I personally wouldn't be betting on that because that's only a 5% move. So I think it's kind of degenerative to hope to buy 5% cheaper. That's just my opinion. I think the bullish uptrend has just started, so I'm really not going to fight for a 5% move. But in the short term, I think a small pullback could definitely be on the table. Before we do inevitably go up to the next fib. Next fib is up here at $14. Quite a nice increase after we take that out. I'd target these highs up here at 1540, and then all-time high, at least on this chart, up here at 18. That's all I've got for ApeCoin. Not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.